Graphing inequalities with one variable. Since inequalities can have infinitely many solutions, we show the solution set in two ways. The first is to write an inequality statement. The second is to graph the inequality on a number line. In order to graph an inequality, you need to do two things. Draw a circle, open or closed, on the number that is your boundary, and then extend a ray or rays in the proper direction. All of the equations we have studied have only one solution. Solutions to inequalities are not single numbers. Instead, inequalities are likely to have multiple solutions. This would be read as, the solution is the set of all numbers greater than or equal to -5. Determining whether to use an open or closed circle. An open circle above a number means that the number is not included in the solution. It is used with phrases like greater than, less than, and not equal to. These symbols result in the use of an open circle, less than, greater than, or not equal to. Neither the word equal nor the symbol, the equal sign, result in an open circle. For example, this is the graph of x is less than 2, because it's an open circle because 2 is not included in the solution set. A closed circle above a number means that the number is included in the solution. It is used with phrases like equal, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. It is used when the equal sign is part of the inequality. It is not used with these symbols. For example, this is the graph of x is less than or equal to 2. It's a closed circle because 2 is included in the solution set. If the variable is less than the number, you're going to extend the ray to the left, since smaller numbers are to the left. There are two equivalent ways that can be indicated. The variable is less than the number, or the number is greater than the variable. X is less than 2 is the same as 2 is greater than x. If the variable is more than the number, then extend the ray to the right, since larger numbers are to the right. There are two equivalent ways that can be indicated. Variable is greater than number, or number is less than variable. X is greater than -2 is the same as -2 is less than x. If the solution set is all numbers not equal to a given number, then you're going to extend rays in both directions. All numbers are included as solutions except the single given number. There are two equivalent ways that can be indicated. Variable is not equal to number, or number is not equal to variable. Here you see x is not equal to 2, which is equivalent to 2 is not equal to x. When graphing inequalities, ask yourself each question below. What is the number in the inequality? What kind of circle should be used? And in what directions do the ray or rays go? X is less than 5. First, rewrite mathematically. We'll say x is less than 5. Then determine the type of circle. Because it is less than, it does not include the number 5, and therefore requires an open circle. Then, determine if the solutions are to the left or to the right. So you can test a number to the left of 5. Let's say x equals 0. The inequality is true. 0 is less than 5, which means that all the numbers to the left of 5 are solutions. Finally, graph the result. Draw a ray thicker than the axis from the open circle to the left. This represents all of the numbers that satisfy the inequality. Here are the steps one more time. Step 1. Rewrite mathematically. Then determine the type of circle. Determine if the solutions are to the left or to the right. And finally, graph the result. Here's another example. X is less than or equal to 5. First, rewrite mathematically. We do need that little bar here because we have or equal to. Then determine the type of circle. Because it is less than or equal to, it does include the number 5 and therefore requires a closed circle. Next, we determine if the solutions are to the left or to the right of 5. Let's test x equals 0. 0 is less than or equal to 5. Therefore, all of the numbers to the left of 5 are solutions. Finally, graph the result. Draw a ray thicker than the axis from the closed circle to the left. This represents all of the numbers that satisfy the inequality. Graph the inequality. X is greater than 3.5. All right, so let's go to 3.5. Are we going to draw a closed circle or an open circle? Well, we don't have an equal sign here, so therefore it's going to be an open circle. X is greater than this number, which means our solutions will be to the right. Numbers that are greater than 3.5. All right, here, negative 2.5 is our number. There's going to be a closed circle because we have an equal sign here. All right, x is less than or equal to negative 2.5. Less than means to the left. Another way to say this, see how we have the number and then the variable on the right side, you can always flip it around because then x is less than or equal to negative 2.5, and it becomes clearer which way to draw the ray. And here are the solutions. X is not equal to 5. All right, so we go to 5, we draw an open circle since 5 is not a solution, but every other number is. So we draw one ray to the right and another ray to the left, since every number except 5 is a solution. Graph the inequality. X is not equal to negative 6.5. So negative 6.5, open circle, and then every other number is a solution. Here are the solutions. Graph the inequalities. X is greater than or equal to negative 3. So we go to negative 3, we draw a closed circle since negative 3 is one of the solutions. And now x is greater than negative 3, so we're going to go to the right. Numbers that are larger than negative 3 or equal to negative 3. X is less than 4. 4 is not one of the solutions, so it's an open circle, and then the solutions are less than 4, so to the left. X is not equal to negative 1, therefore open circle since negative 1 is not a solution, and then 2 rays because every other number is a solution. And here are the solutions. State the inequality shown. All right, the dot is on the number 4.5, and the values that are solutions are less than that. Less than or equal to, since it's a closed circle. Here, the dot is at negative 3.5, and x is greater than or equal to that value, because we also have a closed circle. Here, the number is negative 0.5, and x is equal to any number that is not negative 0.5. So x is not equal to negative 0.5. And here are all of the solutions.